Pod Crawlers with Eric and Kelly. Welcome to Pod Crawlers. I'm Eric.
And Kelly.
This is the 84th episode.
Wow.
84 episodes of this fine series.
Wow, you're old.
I wonder if anybody has ever listened to each and every one of them.
Not me.
Not me. I quit listening after the 12th episode. I don't even edit these bad boys anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Anywho, I'm Eric.
You
Oh, we already did
that.
This episode we got a double feature,
Asian double feature.
Excuse me. The Pang Brothers bring us Forest of Death, one of the most underwhelming titles I've heard in a long time.
True.
And the Horror Movies to Die For 3 brings us Voices. And I wish we could bring them back to them. A little housekeeping, some business we usually take care of at this point of the show. Our email address is podcrawlers@gmail.com. Our blog, which, dare I say, is just as good as this podcast, podcrawlers.blogspot.com. I think a couple of episodes ago I was going to include the address in the episode description of an episode, and I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
So maybe I'll do it in this one, if I remember, if I care. You got anything you want to talk about before we launch into these two fine movies?
Not particularly.
Let's do it. The Pang Brothers. Well, Danny Pang and I guess Cullen Pang is a Pang brother. They bring us a movie called Forest of Death.
Now, if you've listened to past episodes, you know how
Going back to our very first episode.
big a fan I am of the Pang Brothers, usually. This particular movie basically is set in a seemingly haunted forest where people, for some reason, go to kill themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you just kill yourself at home?
Well, yeah, why a forest?
I mean...
Now, is that maybe the allure of the mysterious forest? And when we say mysterious forest, we're like quoting, because people in the movie, they call it mysterious forest. I mean, it's not, the proper name, but that phrase is used a lot. And that's kind of like calling Freddy Krueger an evil bad guy. I mean, really?
Yeah, we get that from the killing that happens.
Yes. So there are suicides in the forest.
And just kind of some weird stuff happens. They're doing a news story on the forest, how people are going there with the intent to commit suicide, and they try and do it, and then a mist forms, and they end up not killing themselves.
Right.
And, yeah.
Very boring, even though there's tons of crap in it. Well, there's that plot line, then there's the plot of a detective trying to throw the book, so to speak, at a alleged rapist / murderer, which the murder and rape took place in the forest. Mm-hmm. Then you have a scientist, a botanist, who is trying to prove that plants can communicate.
At least
to
the
humans.
plants in the forest.
Right. Then you have the plot of his girlfriend, who is the news reporter doing the story.
And a bitch, by the way.
Oh God, yes. And you have the plot of the forest ranger, who, not to spoil anything, but has a tie to this forest.
Mm-hmm. Well, he lives out there, first of all.
Right. Well, he's the forest ranger.
Yeah.
It's just too much. And as we'll talk about in Voices, it's like they try to make 3 movies into one.
Unsuccessfully.
Very unsuccessful. And I don't know how they can make this better. Because the reveal, if it can be called that, why the forest is so mysterious and whatever, is completely stupid. Completely. There is no room for intelligence.
I agree.
I will say this about the movie. Of the different threads, I wish they had just gone the route of the scientist with his communication experiments. Because that seemed more intriguing than the rest of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it all, and you even mentioned this, it all kind of reminded me of The Happening in a way.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I thought they were going in the beginning.
Exactly.
They should have.
But, no.
No, it's awful. And then you get the whole religious message at the end. It just, they really pile too much crap into the 98 minutes that this thing is.
And it was just boring. I'm sorry.
I fell asleep a couple times.
So boring. Like, I'm thinking, oh, a Pang Brothers movie. You know, they always have an interesting way to manipulate reality, and yeah, no.
No. I wish I could manipulate reality and take that 98 minutes.
Where were you, Oxide?
Yeah, where were you, Oxide? Playing Game Boy?
So disappointed in you. We know you're the real talent, obviously.
Ooh. Let's move on before it gets vicious.
I'm just bitter, because we watched these on my birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm sorry. And it was a Pang Brothers movie, so that's more salt for the wound.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get it in the first place.
I know. Luckily it was short, although it seemed much longer. Like this next movie here, Voices. We were not going to rent any of the movies to die for. We're going to wait till Sci-Fi shows them in September or whenever they do.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't show the Asian ones right away, at least.
Right. Voices is a movie that seems to be 3 movies in one. Or several, at least. Let's just go through the different threads.
Okay.
A girl has to deal with people wanting to kill her. Like everybody she comes in contact with. We also have a revenge plot against her and her family, which has nothing to do with the first thread, or it might.
Yeah, there's really no explanation.
Yeah, and there's a demon, maybe?
Something.
A supernatural figure, a figment of imagination, maybe, who is behind the murderous thoughts of these people.
He's the voice.
He is the voice. Is he real or not? Is this movie a real movie or not? I don't know.
It's a real movie, unfortunately.
Luckily, it was 85 minutes.
No, the thing is, I really liked the first hour of the movie. I was really into it. It didn't bore me like Forest of Death. I thought it was pretty fast-paced. Yeah, there was a lot going on, but I enjoyed it. When you get to about the hour mark, or at least in my opinion, when they started kind of wrapping things up,
right,
without explanation,
right,
that needs
mm-hmm.
to be there, that's when I really started disliking the movie.
And when we're given their definition of explanation, exposition, or whatever, and if you think about it, yeah, you really don't need any further explanation, but you kind of do.
Well, it's
like,
not
why?
complete. It's
right.
not complete. I mean, yeah, we see that there's this tie to this and blah, 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 blah. But there has to be something more.
Exactly.
And showing a flashback scene
That has really nothing to do with the explanation.
that doesn't help. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you remember Uzumaki and how whack that movie is.
Yes.
And you remember the scene where the guy's about to give the explanation, but he gets into the car wreck?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the director knows, wink, wink, that you want an explanation, but you're not going to get it. This was just, we have no explanation.
I disagree. I don't think it's like a little joke or anything like that.
You don't think Uzumaki was a little joke?
No. I'm talking about
Voices. No. That's my point. There was no explanation because the writer and director, the producer, they're inept. They had this comic book and they're like, oh, hey, how can we fit this in an 80-minute movie?
Maybe. I think they just didn't think about it.
No. Because who knows, maybe the comic series is still ongoing and they were waiting for an explanation that they never got in the comic.
I don't know. Another thing that I didn't particularly care for was the fact that there's the girl's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
There's this possible figment of imagination type
Demon.
person.
Yeah.
Also a guy.
Who is hinted is human and has problems of his own.
Yes. And then there's also just other people, other males around her age that are in the movie. And there are parts where you might not be sure who's there.
And that's only because it's a different race. And let's try to be gentle here, but they all look the same.
Okay, here's my thing. With all the Asian movies that we've seen, I have only ever had a problem differentiating between people maybe 5 times total.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
I have never been as confused. I didn't realize that a whole scene was going on, a very important scene in the movie.
Right, I mean,
I didn't realize who the other person was until the very end of the scene when he basically said who he was.
I agree.
And then I was still confused because then I'm like, well, maybe I missed the part where she actually started dating this one.
Right.
Because what was going on with him didn't make any sense.
Exactly. No, that's...
And I don't think that has anything to do with it being another culture.
Well...
I think it was just kind of crappy editing or something. I don't know, but...
Oh, this movie is complete crap. And it's kind of boring, too. Like, it is interesting, but there's a point that's like, okay, get on with the explanation. Get on with the resolution.
It's not as boring as Forest of Death,
No,
though.
Force of Death was just horrible.
That one was just...
I don't know which is worse. Are they both equal in their horrendousness?
I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend them, even for fans of the Pang brothers.
No.
I would not recommend Forest of Death. I don't even know who did voices, but I hope they don't make anything ever again. And you know what? It's a movie to die for. So that should have gave us some kind of clue, because there's only been maybe 3 or 4 that are decent.
What do you mean? No, I agree. I was disappointed.
Yeah. It was your birthday.
I was disappointed with both had high expectations, at least for the Pang Brothers movie, and
I did-
was very much so let down.
I didn't have high expectations for the Pang Brothers movie. I mean, the title, Forest of Death, how generic can you get? I mean, it could have been named something else, like, I don't know. Listen. Something. Or hell, name that Voices. It made more sense than this one.
Kind of.
So are we done? Do we want to... Are we done for this episode? Or?
I think we're done.
Don't know what's going to happen in the future. In terms...
That's because you're not psychic.
Thank you. Pointing out my flaws and my shortcomings. No, actually, we are going to start very soon, very, very soon, our reviews of the Halloween movie series.
Yeah.
Get
Looking
that?
forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Love the Halloween movies.
Yeah, I think that's the only big project, I guess, we're going to embark on. So, stay tuned, as usual, people. We appreciate your patronage, maybe?
Sure.
Podcrawlers@gmail.com. Maybe if you send a nice email to us, maybe Kelly will reply. She's a great replier. She actually cares.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? We're getting paid for this, right?
No.
You mean we don't have any sponsors?
No.
We need some special guests. We've gone a while without any special guests.
Maybe the next episode we will have some special guests.
Or the one after it. I think the next one actually is already in the can. It's our It Came From TiVo episode, which
Oh, yay.
kind of has gotten shuffled around a little bit. But that's coming next week, maybe. Who knows?
All right.
But, yeah. I like the special guests we have. They're fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a special guest from the WWE.
WWE, maybe. Who knows?
I have someone in mind. Maybe I'll give him a call, see if he'll be willing to come on the show.
I'm sure he will have no problem being on this show.
All right.
All right. Podcrawlers out.
I'm Kelly.
I already said Podcrawlers out somehow.
Okay. This has been Podcrawlers.